Hi everybody and welcome to Kevin's Upfront Opinion. So today what we're going to briefly speak about is the announcement yesterday that by Yvette Cooper that she's going to do a nationwide investigation into the grooming gangs. Now obviously it's not something they originally wanted to do, and we can all speculate on the reasons why they didn't want to do it, because obviously it was originally said, yeah, there is an investigation already going on, but after political pressure from the right, media pressure from the right, and a little bit from the left, from, like, for instance, the mayor up there, Andy Burnham, is it Manchester? I believe it's Manchester. Okay. They've decided to turn their tails and give the people what they want. Because obviously MPs always forget they serve the people. They don't serve themselves. So, I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it for quite a few days. Even before, because there was rumours that they were going to make the announcement, that they're going to do it. You know, I was going to put something up yesterday before the announcement got made, but I thought, no, let's see if they will make the announcement. And I thought, what do I want to hear? Because the reality is, any investigation like this will take ages. You know, it's not like in the next 6 months they're going to come out with the results of what authorities did well, what they did badly. It's not going to happen. You're probably looking at a year, maybe even 2 years, maybe even longer. You know, take for instance when they did the investigation into the newspapers and all the hacking scandal, or you want to look into when we invaded into Iraq. They took ages on that. So what I'm going to ask you today is, what do you want to hear? What questions do you want answers to? Because me personally, I only want answers really to 2 questions. Okay. And fundamentally, they're quite simple questions. Okay. Number 1 is to do with social service. Now, me personally, I can't stand social services. I see social services as the scum of the earth. And that's because I've had a lot of dealings with social services over the years. Now, why didn't they do anything, really? Because it's been rumoured they knew a lot and weren't really doing anything. Because some of these kids, and that's what they were children that were being groomed and being raped, and they didn't do a lot. And there's a lot of questions to ask about social services, about a lot of things up and down the country. If you take, for instance, the kid where the parents went to jail just before Christmas. And there's been loads of those kinds of cases in the past. So, number 1, what did social services know? Why didn't they act faster? And what should they have done? And who should be held accountable? And number 2 is a much broader question. Is, what did the police know and the CPS? Now, when you bring the CPS and everything, you got to bring in Keir Starmer. That'll be interesting. Keir Starmer being taken in to answer questions under oath, because obviously he was head of prosecution at the time of all of this going on. It's been alleged that parents of some of these children were reporting it to the police, and the police weren't doing diddly squat, which means the Home Office are going to be dragged into this and dragged right through the dirt of what were they doing, why weren't they acting on it, and why weren't more people brought to justice a damn sight quicker. And if you take into account, you know, some of these trials are still going on now, and I think these are 2 of the most important questions that need to be answered. And once you answer them questions, you can then answer, what can we learn? How did this come about? Now, I know there are going to be people out there going to say, yeah, but it's because we've had so much immigration over the years, and it's all because of that. You know, people that have come into this country haven't integrated properly into this country. And we can all make that argument. And there's an element of truth in that. But people that have emigrated to this country, you could probably look over the last 50 to 60 years, haven't integrated into communities. But you can't just use that as an excuse. That's not just an excuse. So the other fundamental question is what lessons can be learned? And that's a harder question to answer. You know, so I'm going to leave this open to debate. So let me know what you want to hear, what questions you want answers to, because obviously this investigation they're now going to do, which is obviously going to cost millions, but needs to be done at the end of the day, is what do you want to hear? So let us know in the comments down below. If you've enjoyed this video, please do like and share it as well. And obviously, if you're new to my channel, please do follow and subscribe to the channel as well. But for now, thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you again a bit later.